Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aldine and today I want to discuss a topic that I'm pretty sure hits close to home for most, if not every person that suffers from BPD. And that topic is BPD rage. Now, for us persons who suffer from BPD, we go through intense bouts of emotions. And one of these emotions that we go through is intense anger. For me personally, this has been a very sore and touchy area. I can remember as far back as my late teens, around 17, 18, suffering from these very intense bouts of anger. When I say intense, I mean shouting at the top of my lungs, breaking stuff, cursing a lot of swear words, getting into fights, just losing total control. And for me personally, it brought a lot of shame, a lot of regret, a lot of remorse, and I struggled. I wondered why I behaved that way and how to overcome that type of behavior. And this kind of thing followed me from my late teens up to the present. Yes, even though you see me talking so relaxed and calm right here, yes, this person here does still suffer from intense rage. But I must confess that currently it is nowhere near the intense rage that I used to exhibit when I was the ages in my late teens, 17, 18, 19, and early 20s. The thing is, as you age, these bouts of rage and anger become less and far less intense as well. So thank God that currently, even at my most intense, it's not even like 20 or 30% of how I used to react. So I'm grateful for that. But apart from age making me more calm, I've also learned some tips and strategies that have helped me to better cope with these intense anger situations and learn how to better maneuver these scenarios and maintain calm. And what I want to do in today's video is to pass on some of these tips and strategies that I've learned to you so you can use them in your coping strategy and learn how to maintain calm and keep a level head. Okay, so with that being said, let's get right into the tips. Okay, the first tip is to recognize the warning signs. And there are warning signs, and you'll get to learn them over time as you do this practice. For me, the warning signs are my breath and my heart rate begin to quicken, as well as my brow knits up like this. And when I feel that happening, I know that anger is rising up within me. And once you recognize the signs within you of your anger, which I'm pretty sure are similar to the ones I mentioned, but maybe slightly different for you. But once you recognize these signs, then you'll be able to utilize the other tips and strategies that I'm about to share with you. So once you now recognize that the anger is building up with you, what you can do is take a time out. And that's the next tip, to take a time out. When you feel that anger rising up within you, don't engage it. Do not engage it. And I know this is hard because when that anger begins to boil up inside you, you want to do nothing more than to curse out the person in front of you or punch that person or yell at that person or just do some crazy impulsive stuff. I know, because that's how we are as persons with BPD. But you got to force yourself to go against what you feel inside. So you force yourself, and this is going to take time and practice. It doesn't just happen overnight. You force yourself to step away from the situation and go to a place that's quiet and away from others. That means if you even want to express your anger in some other way, like punching the wall or something that helps to get rid of that anger, you can do that away from eyes. For me, my way to to get the calm, which I speak about all the time, is to do deep breaths. Deep belly breaths from your diaphragm, in through your nose, out through your mouth, 4 or 5 of them, and you get to that calm space. And I do this with a combination of affirmations. And my go-to affirmations is 2 of them, which is, I love myself. I love myself. Because when you love yourself and practice self-love, you won't allow all anger to engulf you and take control of you. And then, I am in charge of my thoughts, my actions, and my emotions. Those 2 are my go-to mantras, my go-to affirmations for any emotion, for any negative emotion that I want to get in control of, especially anger. You can use those if you'd like, or come up with your own. They work. The next tip is to try to express this anger, express your emotions in a more positive manner. For me, I try to express my emotions, my anger, in pumping weights, lifting weights, calisthenics. If you want to hit a punching bag, find something where you can channel that negative energy into something positive. Something that you exert that energy that you want to release. I don't know what it is for you, but weightlifting, wrestling, boxing, running, something physical, something that you can channel that negative energy and get it out of you quickly and get to that calm, level-headed place. Finally, seek support. It's always a good idea to have a support group or someone who you can turn to when you are going through these intense emotions. They can help to talk you down from that anger, that rage, and instill some calm and peace within you. There are online groups you can join on Facebook, Reddit, but if you can find someone close to you who you can confide in and who relates to you well and knows you and when you talk to them can bring you down from that place, talk to that person when you're in that bad place. Get with that person or get with a group and they will be better able to help you cope with these emotions. You can also join an anger management class. These classes help to instill skills and strategies for you to be able to overcome the intense anger and rage within you, as well as seek therapy. I mention this often. Therapists who are skilled in dealing with persons with BPD can also teach you coping strategies for anger, and they can help to guide you to better be able to cope with these intense bouts of anger and rage. I'll also include some links to some free resources to help you with overcoming your BPD rage. And one of these resources I highly recommend. It's an audio chapter of the book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and it's the chapter called Serenity. And as the name suggests, it helps to evoke peace, calm, and serenity. I recommend listening to that as you wake up and right before you go to bed. And if you can do that for 30 days straight, it will bring a change in your life. So please check that out. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. Remember that the journey to overcoming BPD rage is not an easy one. So be compassionate and patient with yourself. Implementing these strategies and tips that I've mentioned, it will not just help you to be peaceful and calm overnight. It will take time and patience. And as you continue to try to implement these strategies, it will reprogram your mind and you will be able to maintain a sense of calm and level-headedness eventually. And also, as I mentioned earlier, as you get older, the rage decreases. So it's twofold. And keep that in mind and keep pushing on. Never give up. BPD is curable. Don't let anybody else tell you anything otherwise. BPD is curable. You just have to believe, apply yourself, and you will overcome. I'm here to help. You're never alone. Any questions or comments you want to make, please drop them in the comments below. I'll respond to them as best as I can. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Take care. Love and blessings.